government shutdown looms on the horizon, and the fallout could be far more chaotic than most realize. The White House has quietly begun preparing federal agencies for a potential wave of mass layoffs starting as early as next week, should Congress fail to pass a spending bill by October 1st. This move has sparked fresh questions about what essential services would remain operational and which would grind to a halt amid a funding vacuum. But here's where it gets tricky. The administration's plan is intentionally vague, leaving agencies to scramble for clarity on priorities. For example, would national security operations continue uninterrupted, or would even critical infrastructure projects face delays? And this is the part most people miss. The White House is reportedly prioritizing a list of non-essential roles, but the criteria for this classification remain murky. Critics argue this could weaponize shutdowns to target political rivals or underfunded programs, while supporters claim it's a necessary step to avoid taxpayer money being wasted on superfluous functions. Let's unpack this further. Federal agencies are now being instructed to submit contingency plans, outlining which employees would be furloughed and which operations would persist. Historically, shutdowns have led to partial closures, with staff like air traffic controllers and law enforcement often staying on duty. However, the current strategy hints at a broader approach, potentially sidelining more workers than in past shutdowns. The catch? Without concrete guidance, agencies are left guessing whether to prioritize payroll for healthcare workers, environmental regulators, or even scientific researchers. This ambiguity has created a ripple effect of anxiety among federal employees, many of whom recall the 2013 shutdown that left them unpaid for weeks. But here's the controversial twist. Some analysts suggest the administration is using the threat of a shutdown as a political bargaining chip, not just a fiscal contingency. Is this a calculated risk to force Congress into compliance, or a reckless gamble with public services? The answer could redefine how we view executive power in budget negotiations. And this is the part that's likely to divide opinions. If a shutdown occurs, should the president have unilateral authority to determine which programs stay active? We'd love to hear your take. Do you think mass layoffs during a shutdown are a necessary evil or a dangerous precedent? Share your thoughts below. Let's start a conversation about the real stakes here.